All right, guys, let's talk cross-eye dominance and how that affects shooting. So if you don't know what cross-eye dominance is, it is if you are, say, a right-handed person, but you have a dominant left eye. And that's actually a lot more common than you might think. So maybe if you're not an avid shooter, this is something that could be making shooting a lot more awkward than it needs to be. So let's figure this out. So first of all, to find out which eye is a dominant eye, go ahead and get an object, whatever. It can be a light socket, an apple sitting on the counter. Go ahead and make a circle with your hands like so. Both eyes open. Go ahead and look at that object. For the sake of the video, I'm going to use the camera lens. So we're going to look at that object. You're going to extend your arms out, and you're going to bring that up, both eyes open. I'm looking at the camera lens, and now I'm going to bring it back to my face, keeping it in my line of sight the whole time. And as you can see, I brought it right back to my right eye. So that is my dominant eye, excuse me. So with how that translates into shooting a rifle is going to be, you're just going to have to compensate and train to shoot left-handed if you're left eye dominant, and that's just is what it is, and it'll make shooting a lot easier for you rather than trying to fish like for that sight and everything. If you're helping someone shoot, or if you're shooting and you're having issues, maybe that's your issue. So go ahead and figure out if that's your issue, and then maybe all you need to do is swap and start training left-handed, and then you're good to go with rifle. Now with pistol, thankfully, there's actually a much easier way to overcome this. For the sake of the video, we'll say I'm a left-handed person, but my right eye is dominant. So I'd be a cross-eye dominant person. So now I have someone telling me, well, you're gonna have to learn to shoot right-handed so it lines up with your dominant eye and you're able to shoot with both eyes open like you should and go from there. The only problem is now I'm having to learn a pistol. My grip is all backwards and it's just gonna be really awkward. And yes, you can do it. I know there are people that have, but you don't have to, and maybe this will be a lot simpler of a fix. All I have to do is present, rock my head, and now my right eye is perfectly lined up with the sights, and I can take a shot. Both eyes are still open, but my sights are perfectly lined up with my dominant eye, and that's literally all it takes is turning your head and lining that up. This is actually backwards for me, so it's really uncomfortable, but my dominant eye is the right eye, so bam, it's lined up perfect, and I didn't have to go and train backwards and such. So maybe if you or someone you know that's shooting and they're having issues, figure out if maybe the cross-eye dominance is actually what's holding you up, and you can start shooting a lot better. And then if you were told that you need to shoot backwards with a pistol just to compensate for that, just try the rocking your head method, and maybe that'll help. So hope that helps. And just a quick reminder for those of you who may have forgot to floss this morning, you should do that as soon as you get home.